What's up, Bounty Villains? We have a video entitled Men Enjoy Video Games and It's Making Modern Women Furious. Let's get into it.
No, don't.
Oh my god, that make me so mad. That make me so mad.
Because this is all you do.
It's all I have.
But the whole gaming thing,
What's the problem? It has this big problem too. Because
it's just lazy. It feels like unless you're getting paid, and there's a lot.
How does it feel lazy when this is just something that men always did? We always shoot the shit with friends. We always play video games. And when men get older, we have the capabilities of still doing the things and liking the same things that we like when we were younger. Women like her don't like it because the attention is taken off of her and she has to be the most important one out of you two.
It's cool if you want to do it every so often, but to me, I'm like, go educate. Like, go do something productive.
but what is the problem?
Yeah, for real.
Like, Jacqueline has a big problem with it too. Whenever she hears the PlayStation start up, like I gotta
There
hear
we
the huffing and
go.
puffing.
Yeah.
But if I were to just have TV on, you'd be on TikTok as it is, not
Because
paying
it's
attention.
not that-
So why does it bother you?
Because it's not the distraction of me being on TikTok and us watching TV. It's what you could be doing with that time.
There it is, and that's what I knew it.
It's
I knew
what
it.
you could-
You women want to task us so
no,
bad
no.
that you're so pissed
No,
that we're taking time
no.
from doing something.
No.
Wait a minute, you're enjoying things? You have time to do this
But
video
see,
game?
here's the thing
Here's all the things you
But
could be
here's
doing.
the thing, you're enjoying
For
it,
me.
but you could also be planning something nice for us. You know, like
See, it's all about the woman. The woman's like, the reason I have you here is not to entertain yourself, not to get a load off, not to relieve yourself of stress. I need you to fight all the battles outside, make the money, and come home and make me the center of your world. And this is why women have such terrible knowledge about dating. They only think it's about them. They're very, very solipsistic and extremely narcissistic.
And where it's just like you are paying attention on that game, talking to them people, arguing with them people, and you could be in my face. It is some men that needs to give their woman more attention, but
Nobody want to look at your face. Nobody want to be in your face for long. That's the thing. Women really think that they are some type of a prize. They really think that they are this special that they can say, oh, you need to just be worrying about me. You don't need to be on that game. They want all your attention. Their succubus nature comes out when you date them. Like, it's crazy.
it's just like the game it just irritates me.
But men are stressed out. They come
I
home,
hate
they
the
want to play the game. It's freedom.
But why as
Facts.
a grown man do you want to come home and play with a controller? I got something.
You don't play video. You don't. You know what? I'm mad. I'm upset. A man, this is like his only time of like having complete freedom and something to escape reality for 20 minutes, and you're trying to
You're
take that
not
away
doing
from
all
him.
that with that video game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are. You get to
You
enter
escape reality.
Yeah.
They got niggas making on the games, little avatars. Like, nigga, what you want to look like? Who the is this? Who the is this? No.
She don't get it.
No, the avatar. Who the is that? Like,
Hey, yo! Shut the fuck up!
Women never understand. They never get it. There'll never be men and they'll never understand. The things that men want to actually do when they're in relationships, they are so restricted, especially in the West. Especially if you're a guy that's, worth a damn, then you can make the rules and women, they'll follow. But if you ain't doing nothing, you ain't got options, you know what I'm saying? You making a measly amount of money and you don't have no game, you don't have nothing. Women, you got to go off of this. You got to do what she says. She's the boss of you. That's how it is. And they just don't understand that men, we want to conquer things. So what do? We buy a video game. What type of games do men typically play? Competitive games, sports games, RPG games, shoot 'em up games. Like, that's the type of stuff we compete because we can't go compete on another chick. But women like this, they think he should be fine. Just send him to work. Let him do all of my bidding. I'll come to him. He'll have all the pressures and I can just sit back. That's what a lot of these women think about you guys. And this is why they're undateable.
Ladies, do me a favor. Let your man play video games. Because a lot of y'all be hating for no reason. And y'all taking it way too serious than you actually need to. Let me put it in perspective for you, right? You love makeup. As a little girl, you grew up playing with the Barbie dream houses and the Corvettes and all of that. So you kind of grow up and you do the same thing. You decorate your house. You do the Barbie decoration. You like to wear makeup, jewelry, paint your nails. There's a lot of different trinkets that you can play with, right? It keeps you in that young mindset. It lets you tap into the child that's inside of you that never went anywhere. And you don't let your man tap into his own child as if we're not supposed to have one and you are. If you want your man to show his happiness and some of that childlike quality and energy inside of him, let him play his game.
I let him play his game.
Let him be a
I
kid.
do. So if he tells any of you guys that game with him that are watching,
Yeah.
he's lying. I let him play his game.
She let me play. She let me play.
Let you play? Really? Let you? Guys be forgetting their position. This guy included. Let you. Even if it's a joke, like, it's ridiculous. I would never tell a woman or let a woman say, oh, I let you, or say, oh, she lets me. What the hell do I look like?
Play. You know, honestly though, he's a busy guy. When I do see him on his game, I'm like, it makes me happy. I really do care about like your mind. And so when I know you're playing your games, I'm like, I love it. Here's the deal. If your dude ain't taking care of his business though, like if he's just out here just dirty, ain't washed his ass, you know, he's missing work, he's not sleeping. I'm not talking about those situations, but like he's a grown ass man, he's providing, he's not doing nothing wrong. Let him have his little break.
Let him play a game.
Facts.
Your man will be happy.
Just give him a limit, ladies. Just kidding.
Don't take that advice. Don't ever take the limit. But I like what she said there. Very supportive, very understanding. And he's right there. He would have said otherwise. He slipped up, though, by saying, oh, she lets me. But other than that, they seem to have an okay relationship. Maybe she's different. She seems to be that way, but maybe she's not like most modern women. Congratulations to him.
What's one thing that just makes you extremely upset and you can't explain why?
Honestly, this is probably gonna sound really bad, but it's when my boyfriend hangs out with his friends. The reason is definitely because I'm jealous of him because he's had the same amazing group of friends since he was 5 years old. And I've never had a consistent group of friends ever. Normal for friends to change as you grow up. But his friends have always been the same, and I kind of wish that I had that because even all through high school, I was one of those people who was in every single group and activity. So I was friends with everybody, but I never hung out with anybody.
That's different. That's the thing. And men, this is the jealousy that women have deep down, is that men's camaraderie with each other, it lasts way longer. Friendships, bonds. I still have a friend I've been cool with since like the 4th, 5th grade, and I talk to him to this day. So women have bad relationships 9 times out of 10, unless they just have that one girl. There are some cases, but these type of women, they can't really hold on to friends for long because, number one, most women ain't getting married, and if another one is getting married or has a boyfriend, those women are trying to sabotage that so they can all be on the same level. Yeah, but they dislike this about men for some reason. But I get it. They want the attention on them.
I am an adult. Video games are for children.
Wow.
And so I would rather you have a hobby that's not video games. Something that enlightens you.
You don't think
You need to have a hobby that includes fitness and eating fresh. That's the enlightenment that you need before you talk about what men need.
video games do that at all?
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. My favorite video game growing up, it was Frogger. So I'm just helping a frog cross the street.
Track.
Hold on.
Oh my God! All arguments invalid. Frogger of all the amazing games out.
For real.
I got another
Frogger.
one. I got another
trash.
Grand Theft Auto.
ETA's you one of your
It's
all-time
on
favorites?
brand. Grand Theft Auto. Before you decided to keep this going as a grown man,
Right. Which I have made very, very lucrative for myself.
and by the way, were you always a gamer?
I grew up playing games like Final Fantasy VII, you don't know it. Kingdom Hearts 2, you don't know it. Mega Man X, which I went and got him iced out here, you don't know it.
Mortal Kombat.
Still
Fighter.
Name one Mortal Kombat character?
Exactly. You can't name one. She's absolutely ridiculous. And I noticed this too. Women, they love to tell you, unless you're only making money off of it so it can benefit me, that's the only time a man needs to be playing video games. They want you to turn it into something lucrative so it can benefit them. They want it to turn into money, pretty much. Monetary gain. for you and pretty much to trickle down to her and her children. That's all it's about. But a man can't just like video games. He can't have it as a passion. It can't be something that keeps him calm, something that, keeps him from going outside and competing with men for real, like in combat. So he does it on the sticks. But women don't know this because they're not men, nor do they care what men typically go through. But there are some, lucky guys out there that are with women who do understand, but they are very far and few between.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for almost 4 years now and living together for almost 2. We really love each other, and I think both hope to move on to marriage and kids someday. But the problem is he plays video games every day. If it was up to him, he would be gaming nonstop morning to night.
There we go.
This is a huge red flag and a turnoff for me and has caused most of our major fights.
Wow.
I'm worried that it seems like he doesn't have any other interest or desires to live life outside of gaming and watching sports. I find it hard to imagine my life with children married to a man that just wants to stay inside every day and game. We've talked about this issue and he promises that he will change, but even when we go out to dinner or on a quick walk, it seems like he's just rushing to get through it to get back to gaming. This is such a turnoff and a problem for me. Help.
Break up.
One thing that I'm thinking of is talk about your schedules. What are your schedules like? What's your work schedule, at home schedule, and figure out a time where it's like this time is slotted specifically for us, at least during the week.
I mean, this would be a deal breaker for me. If I was with someone who only spent their time playing video games or watching sports, and like if this was all consuming to them, where this was all that they could think about, they weren't helping me do things, they didn't want to make plans on the weekends, get out of the house, do other things, because that's important to me, is to go out, do activities and other things together. This would be a deal breaker for me.
And it all goes back down to her. She said, for me, I. That's all these modern women care about. How it makes them feel. Is this guy doing these things for me? Does this benefit me? But she said something in the beginning where she said, well, this is like a normal day for him every day. He's playing video games. If it isn't a normal day for a guy, if he was to have a real one and go outside like a real day, he'll be smashing chicks. He'll be pretty much, I'll just say it, fucking bitches. That's what he really wants to do. But he's so frustrated dealing with you, dealing with your nagginess, whoever that woman is that read that off, and that person in that marriage that she was reading off their story. And that guy's probably miserable too. That's why dudes play video games. Another reason too, to take out their aggression and their anger because they can't take it on another woman. They're logically sound. They're not going to do that. They're not going to go outside and shoot them up, bang, bang, for real. So they play video games. I don't know why women would love to deny a man's outlet and have him try to explain to her brain that, quite frankly, doesn't have anything in it, because she can't really fathom or understand the man's plight. But men must understand women. Men must understand and break the code so women can stay attracted to them and all this shit. Men are the workhorses. Women, they just want to ride on the buggy. And that's in the saddle. That's it, bro. It's crazy. But that's the end of the video. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel with post notifications on. Bountyville, I love you guys per usual. I got to get back up to cooking this content that you guys love. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I ain't talked too much, but these videos, man, it gets like that. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you guys. I'm out. Peace.